Hello everyone, just been guided to make a quick recording of why tarot is not always right, not always set in stone, and just about timelines as well. If you're feeling a bit confused about timelines at the minute, because I know a lot of us are experiencing sort of multi-dimensionality at the minute, so just going to use a quick example. So you've been for a tarot reading, okay? You've been told what's going to happen the next 6 months or whatever they want to tell you. You walk out of that reading, okay, and you come to a door handle. Okay, now this is an explanation of how you have many different choices and how each tiny choice that you make on a day-to-day basis will affect the outcome of the timeline that you're on and the things that are going to happen in the future, because we're manifesting and creating our own reality minute to minute. Okay, so you've come to the door handle. So you're feeling a bit annoyed because you haven't heard what you wanted to hear in the reading, so you sort of like grab the handle, forcefully open it in a bit of a strop, and the door handle just breaks off. Okay? B, this is your second thing that could happen. You just open the door, you go through it, touch the handle, chilled out, you don't think about much, you're completely blank, so you're not affecting anything or anyone or anything, okay? You just glide through that door. C, you take a quick look behind you as you approach the door handle. You see someone sort of coming up behind you, so you sort of hold the door handle open for the person, give them a warm smile and say like, have a nice day, or you have a nice little exchange with this person. Okay, now all of these three different options will set you up on a different timeline. Okay, so whichever choice you make, so whichever vibration you're in as you walk through that door, as you open that door. So A, you're annoyed, you're in a low vibration, you're not in a good vibration. B, you're neutral vibration, and C, you're really high vibing there, okay? So your vibration and the way that you feel is creating your next timeline, okay? So imagine A, B and C, you come to a fork in the road, you've got A, B and C, which one you choose? You choose the angry timeline, the neutral timeline, or the high vibing happy timeline, okay? This is also how we create karma. So A has pretty bad karma, really. Someone's going to have to come and repair that door handle. You've affected someone negatively, you might have affected someone financially, you've also sort of pissed yourself off because you've ripped this door handle off, and generally that's just not a high timeline, that's just a low timeline. You're going to have to repay that karma one way or another in the future, it's going to have to balance out, so that wasn't the best road to take. Okay, B feels kind of neutral, doesn't it? You've just glided through the door. Maybe it won't have much effect. Maybe you'll just carry on that timeline that you're on. There's no strong emotion. There's nothing that's happened that can affect what's going to happen next. But what if you were just sort of being a bit selfish, just gliding through the door, not thinking about anyone around you? Maybe you were supposed to meet that person that you were supposed to hold the door open for. And what's going to happen then? You're going to have to come into another situation where the universe has to orchestrate you and this person meeting again, maybe in a coffee shop, maybe, you know what I mean? So you've created like a bit of a trudgy timeline there. It's a bit of an effort for the universe to sort of help you out, okay? C is excellent, good karma, it's high vibing. This choice will bring about the highest timeline without a doubt, because you've created good karma by creating a warm, pleasant environment for the person that you were holding the door open for. You might have met them, they could have been important to you in some way. You've also just created a nice, lovely, gentle, warm exchange, and that's the sort of energy that we all want to be living in, okay? So this is just a quick example. Your tarot reading will be at that time it will be valid at the time until you walk through that door, okay? And from then on, every choice you make will affect the timeline. Now, some things, like the people you're supposed to marry, the people you're supposed to procreate with, people you're supposed to work with, you know, these things, they will always happen because you've made soul agreements with those people. So, you know, possibly... Well, there is free will as well. There's free will of you and there's free will of the other person. So nothing is set in stone. You know, many times I've had tarot readings and I was told this will happen at this time. And then, you know, me and the person I was with broke up or something happened. They had their free will choice to sort of go off with someone else. You know, nothing is set in stone. The only thing you can do is try your best to create the highest timeline for you. Okay, it's all you can do. Just always try and be in the best vibration that you can. Try and make the kindest, purest choices. And that will have the best outcome. That will ultimately create the lightest and highest timeline for you. Okay.